Good morning, everyone. I'm going to put you over here today. Right, that's good to put that wire there because I've got his charging while I'm ironing. Let me get the chat up. Oh, I've got a load of ironing to do. Lots of ironing. Let me see, where are we? There we go, guys. Oh, so last night, before I went to my bed, there, got the sound down now. Before I went to my bed, I put out a little plate of cheese, a little plate with cold meat on it, and I put some water on it as well, and I left it on my chair. And when I got up this morning, it was gone, the cheese was gone, the water was gone, so the wee mouse is still in there. So my traps come today, and Mikey, stop living dangerously. And then tonight I'm going to put the cheese in the little traps and catch the little mouse. I'm watching Poppy as we speak because she's hovering around about the bins. My son had a look and didn't see any more mice, but I don't know. She's a killer, what can I say? That's a bird she's had in her mouth and a mouse now. So, I'm using my Moonflower and Lavender water. It's lovely. Mike is under the chair, living dangerously, what can I say? I've got loads of ironing to get through here. Loads of ironing. Chocolate on my iron, do you believe that? Good morning, lovely Lauren. There we go. Mikey, stop prancing about. Good morning, lovely Andrea. Good morning to you. There. Whew. Now I've got loads of bedding to do as usual. Loads of clothes to do. So I'm just going to be blathering. Thank you, Andrea, that's very kind of you. I've got 2 drinks, I've got the rest of my energy drink to drink, and I've got Sprite today. Good morning, lovely Pip. Good morning, sweet Fiona. Sky, good morning. Sky, I'm going because I've been up since 4 and I've got a lot done, actually. My living room's like a hoarder's place though, but I don't want to hoover or dust or move anything about because that little mouse is still in there and it must be frightened, and I don't want to frighten it any more than what it already is. So hopefully tonight we'll capture the wee guy and then we can set him free. We can set him free, but at least he's got a wee full belly this morning. He ate all the cheese. So once we do capture him, I'm going to need to pull the couches forward and everything like that, and I'm going to need to disinfect all round about the carpet and stuff because he's obviously been peeing and pooing. So I'll need to clean all of that. So tomorrow's going to be a busy day. Yeah, the wee corona, guys. I was laughing my head off. It was quite bad yesterday. It was quite bad. I've got loads to talk about today. I've got loads to talk about. First of all, what one's this? That's not the one I was wanting. Is that the one I want? That's the one I want. I've got cinnamon and I've got nutmeg. We'll do some nutmeg today. I went up to my brother's yesterday to do the cat, right? Good morning, sweet COVID ate all his cheese last night. I left him a little plate of cheese and cold meat, and I put water on the plate as well because he must be thirsty. And I got up this morning and it was gone. So he's still in there and he's got a wee full belly. And the humane traps come today so we can capture him and set him on his way. But I'm going to take a wee picture of him once we do get him. So anyway, Yesterday was some day for me. I went up to my brother's. My brother must stay 4 miles away, something like that, 4 miles or something, right? And I was wearing my yellow cardigan that you've seen me wearing, and it's really, really long. It's a very, very long cardigan, right? See, by the time I got up to my brother's and I got out the car, I had drove 4 or 5 miles with my cardigan hanging out the car door and dragging it along the road. The bottom of my cardigan smelled like petrol and oil, and it was all dragged. So I don't know if it's got holes in it or what, but there you go. I dragged my cardigan 4 mile, hanging out the door. It's kind of like when you come out the toilet and your skirt's caught in your tights. It was kind of like that. People must have been going, look at that lassie's cardigan hanging out the car. Yeah, so that's what I done that yesterday. It was soaking wet, and it was really, the rain was coming down yesterday as well, so my cardigan got dragged all along the road. Oh. So, as well, right, now this is it's going to be controversial today. We're doing a bit of controversy. I'm just going to tell you my opinion, and you can obviously tell me what you think, right? I've been a big Ellen fan for years. Pip, I've done it. It's easy done. It's easy done. Your skirt gets caught in the back of your tights. It's easily done. So, I've been a big fan of Ellen for years. I was a fan of Ellen when she had a sitcom years and years and years and years ago. She had a sitcom on telly, and I loved her back then. And then she got her own show, and I loved her, and I thought she was such an amazing person. I was saying to my mum this morning that, you know how sometimes you play that game, if you had a dinner table and you could invite anybody past or present, Ellen would have probably been at my table. I love her so much, right? But yesterday, I was having a browse online, and I seen all these things that she's not what we think, that behind the scenes she's mean, she's terrible to her workers and the guests on her show and everything. I was shook. I was honestly shook. And there's so many of these people coming forward and saying things like this that it's got to be true with all these people. Now, these people are famous people and stuff like that are coming forward, not just like people that were visiting the show. So the more I thought about that, the more I thought about the kind of things that she likes to do, like really, really scaring people. Now, I don't like to scare people. I wouldn't want somebody scared, but it was like she done it to everybody. Like she got a kick out of people being frightened and things like that. Another thing that you can watch this online, was Mariah Carey. Right, now I love Mariah Carey's Christmas song, but apart from that, I've never really been a Mariah Carey fan or nothing like that, right? But Mariah Carey years and years ago, what are you eating? Mariah Carey years and years ago had a couple of miscarriages, and then she fell pregnant. And obviously, now I know because I had a miscarriage, and when you have miscarriages, you don't want to be telling anybody that you're pregnant until you know that the baby's safe and is going to be born. I think I was something like 25 weeks before I started talking about being pregnant with Peter. So Mariah Carey is on the show. You'll see it. And Ellen says to her, oh, there's a rumour going about that you're pregnant. And Mariah Carey's going, Ellen, but you don't talk about things like that and everything. And people say things like that. And Ellen says, I know. And she went away and she got a bottle of champagne and 2 glasses. Poured Mariah Carey a champagne and said, drink the champagne then if you're not pregnant. And Mariah could see how awkward Mariah Carey was feeling, because that's a personal thing. That's not that's you tell people that when you feel ready. That's a personal thing right there. But Ellen wanted it to be on her show first, and Mariah Carey says it's early in the morning. She just put the glass to her mouth and she went, I can't drink it like that. And Ellen went, you're pregnant. Like that, right? So, poor Mariah Carey, I mean, she didn't want to telling you about that, but it was forced out here basically, right? Forced out here. Do you know Mariah Carey lost that baby a couple of weeks later? Look it up. I felt, now I've got my hairs and my arms are standing end. I thought that's horrible. Imagine doing that to somebody. Imagine doing that to somebody just to say, I had you on my show first. It was me that had you on your show. Isn't that horrible? I don't know what that is, Pizzagate. So see, I'm daft, honestly. I mean, I really am. I don't just kid on. I'm not clued up on everything here, but I was shook. And see, the more we look into it, the more the signs are there, and I start thinking, how did I not see all this before? Hi, sweet Arab. And do you know why? Because I wanted to believe there was someone in the world that was so wonderful and kind and loving and generous and all the rest of it. Oh my goodness, you should watch all the YouTubers. I mean, wow, I was blown away yesterday watching it all. And it's people that were guests on our show that were told not to have eye contact with her. You're not allowed to look into her eyes. Not to speak to her backstage. All this kind of weird stuff. A girl wrote in and she said that Portia's beautiful. Portia's a lovely girl, and Portia always like smiles and talks to people, etc. And her and Ellen were away getting something to eat. They were in a restaurant or something. And the girl that was serving, this was before COVID or anything like that, had chipped nail polish. Her nail polish was a bit chipped while she was taking the order and stuff like that. Ellen wrote in a complaint and said that about this girl's nail polish being chipped. Now, it wasn't in her dinner or anything like that. It was just the girl's nail polish was chipped. And she nearly lost her job over it. She nearly lost her job. Who does that? I'm not happy because you've got... Do you know what else they're saying that she does? See, before you speak to Ellen, you've got to chew chewing gum because she doesn't want to smell anyone's bad breath. And see, she thinks that you smell, she'll send you home to get a shower. And the more I was looking into it, the more I thought, sometimes power goes to people's heads. And I don't know if maybe that's what's happened here, because I swear I always thought that she was an amazing person. But the more I looked into it, even our workers were saying it's hell. That's not what we see on the telly, is it? I'm devastated because, as I said, I wanted to believe there was someone like that in this world that was so kind and loving and beautiful and charitable and all the and part of the LGBTQ community and all of this, and it's turned out to be like a mask. It's like a mask. I can't believe it. I'm absolutely shook. I was talking to my mum about it this morning. I really am. Because as I said, I would have had her at my table, you know how you do the pretend table thing. I would have had her at my imaginary table with Marilyn Monroe and all that. Ellen would have been there. Not now. Now I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed now. That's Poppy there. Protecting the house. That's them. What they like. So there's all these stories. Yes. I mean, the Mariah Carey thing, that's a very, very private thing. That's a very, very private thing. Especially if you've had a miscarriage before. People out there that have had miscarriages, like I had a miscarriage before Peter. But if it wasn't for that miscarriage, I wouldn't have had Peter. But I was terrified. See, when I fell pregnant again, I was terrified that it was going to happen again. I was 3 months pregnant before Peter. And I went in for my first scan. And when I went in and I got the scan, the amniotic sac and everything was all there perfect. But see, inside it, it was just like a blob. and there was no heartbeat or anything like that. But I carried that for 3 months. I had the morning sickness, I had everything. And the hospital said to me, go home and try and miscarry yourself. How cruel is that, by the way? How cruel is that? I went home and I was terrified if I did what I was going to see. I was terrified. And I came home and I had a bottle of wine. I thought that'll help. It didn't. And my body held on to the what it was. It wasn't even like fully formed or nothing like that. My body held on to it anyway for another week, and they took me in and gave me a D&C, which was, and see, when I woke up for the D&C, my legs were still spread open, and I thought they could have at least shut my legs for me. I felt as if I had just been raped. That's the way I felt. Do you know what I mean? It was disgusting. So Mariah Carey has probably been through similar situations, and falling pregnant with Peter, I was terrified, and I didn't want anybody to know that I was pregnant, and I didn't want to look at baby books, and I didn't want to look at prams, and I just wanted to not think about it until I was like 30 weeks or something. And of course I had Peter. But Mariah Carey, that's terrible, isn't it? She basically dragged that information out, Mariah Carey, on the show. You'll see it, you look it up, you'll see it. It's very uncomfortable, and I can't imagine doing that to anybody. Especially not in front of the world. And that's not kind, that's not kind. And she does like to humiliate people, let's face it. And it's all been a good laugh up till now. And I've been laughing, and I feel bad about laughing, like people getting gunged and people getting the shit scared out of them in toilets or jumping out and stuff like that. Ha ha ha. It's all been a laugh, but really, when you think about it, I don't want to do that to anybody. I don't want to make someone uncomfortable or frighten them or anything like that. In fact, see, when I was married, my ex-husband scared me once, and I went crazy. And see, after that, he never scared me again, because I told him, do not do that. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I don't like it. I don't think it's funny. Don't do that to me ever again. And he never. Yes, walking on Otis. Well, good morning to you as well. I didn't say good morning to you. There's some things that you don't cross in for that. And you can't use the excuse, well, she's not had a baby, so she doesn't know what it feels like. That doesn't matter. You just do that. It's a line you don't cross. Just don't do that. But you can see the video, and it's very. And I'll tell you another video to watch. It's very uncomfortable. Exactly. That's the thing, and I lash out. If somebody frightens me, I'd end up. I should have got punched. You know, I lash out, and it's just a instinct thing. You know, see if somebody jumped out the bin at me, I'd punch them. It's just a reaction. Exactly, Pip. It's just human decency, isn't it? It's just something that human beings don't do to each other. You just don't do that. Right, so I want you to watch that video, okay? And the other video is equally, in fact, I've got another 2 videos for you. This is going to be a whole Ellen bashing thing here. And I can't believe I'm saying all this. This is disturbing me. There was I don't know if the boy was Chinese or Japanese, right? But he was a young boy. He must have been about 10, maybe 10 years old, something like that. And he was great on the guitar, or I don't know, an instrument, banjo or something like that. He was great on, but he couldn't speak much English. So he had an interpreter with him on the show, and she was a young girl as well. She was only a young girl. And Ellen said to the boy something about the guitar, and the interpreter starts talking, and she's talking for a wee bit, and Ellen went, can you not just ask him the question? We don't need a big long spiel. Just ask him if he can play a guitar or something like that. And you could see that the interpreter was like shook, and she said something. Ellen went, "See, that wasn't hard, was it?" And it's the most uncomfortable interview I've ever seen in my life. Who attacks a child and who attacks an interpreter? But everybody was laughing. But I think it was like a kind of uncomfortable laugh. Like, is this what's happening here now? We're making full of children and interpreters, people that don't speak English. Is that what we're actually doing here? It's horrible when you watch it. So I want you to watch that one as well, right? Because this is what I done yesterday. I couldn't believe what I was watching, and then the more I watched, the more I thought all the signs were there, and I've just not seen them. And the reason why I didn't see them, because I didn't want to believe. I didn't want to believe that. I love her. I mean, I absolutely loved Ellen, but my feelings have changed drastically now. Now I'm questioning everything. What other one was it? There was another one I wanted you to watch. Oh, yes. This, to me, is borderline sadistic. My opinion. This is my opinion. What she done here. And you can watch this online as well. In the back room, before they go into like the main studio, there's like a back room, and it's got tea and coffee and all, like a green room kind of thing, tea, coffee and all that for audience members. So she set up this table, this stall if you like, and she had hats and t-shirts and pens and Ellen mugs and notepads and key rings and all these things on the table, loads of them. Right, loads of them. But she also set up a secret camera, right? Watch this video as well, right? This is so uncomfortable and cruel. So it had a big sign saying, "Please take one item," right? So people were taking one item, but there was this one lady, and you could see she was over, and she took a hat, and I think she took a t-shirt and a pen or something like that. And you could see her like putting it in her bag, like she took more than one item. So on the show, Ellen said, "Ha ha ha, surprise, we had a hidden camera and we seen one of the audience members taking more than she should have." They zoom into this poor lady that's obviously, "Oh my God, I've just been caught, I feel terrible," right? The whole audience going, "Ha ha ha," laughing at her. Ellen shows the video of this lady putting like a couple of things, and she went, "I was just taking them from my sister or her mum or something. I was just taking up a pen from my sister or mum." And Ellen goes, "When you go to Walmart, do you just take something?" This was on national TV. This lady was getting broadcast to the world as a thief. So she was. It was very, very uncomfortable, and I thought, now that was a setup. That was a setup to find some poor bastard. Do you know what I mean? That was a setup there just to catch someone out, to make fool of them, to make them uncomfortable on the show for your own kicks. Yes, Ricky, it was so uncomfortable to watch. I think, do you know what it is? Walking, I think power has got to her. And that's horrible, because I as I say, I thought she'd have been the last person and I would have ever thought anything. And I watched the things, and I can't believe I watched them and never thought to myself, that's a bit mean. But now when I'm watching it, I'm like, oh my God, why did I not see that before? But this poor lady now will be going about her business. She might not get a job. Who wants to hire a thief, right? Who wants to employ a thief? Who wants to have a thief watching your children? Who, you know, if she walked into a shop, they'd all eyes would be on this poor lady that just took a little pen and a hat or something like that for her sister. It was made to catch someone out like that. It was horrible. and zooming in on the lady's face. She's in the audience like that. Everybody's going, ha 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 ha. I couldn't do that to somebody. I couldn't do that. If anything, I'd have went, take a couple of things then. Just take a couple of things. Yes, Pip, that's true. That's true. I've seen that. Well, she's got $500 million she's worth, right? She's worth $500 million. So she's got like $486 million dollars the woman's got, right? Now, over COVID, this, you can find all this up. See, that's what I done yesterday, was watch all this. Over COVID, they couldn't do the show from the studio anymore. So Ellen decided to do it from her home. So what she done was she come on and she said, I'm doing this programme from my home because I want to have support for all my lovely staff members, blah, 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 blah. My staff members, I love them, they're like family to me, all this, right? She was saying. She never employed her own staff members. In fact, she gave her staff members a 60% wage cut. Staff members that had families and children to look after, and maybe their partner was going through all of this. Good morning, lovely open-minded. Yes. This is it, Ricky. It's all coming out now. It's all coming out now. So our staff members that she was meant to love, and she's got all that money, she's actually gave them a 60% pay cut, and everybody's struggling at this time. Now, she could have quite easily made up that money. Come on. She could have quite easily made up that money. And it was like 30 people. It was like 30 people. Yes, walking, that's exactly it. Oh, what is it? Oh, open-minded, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. You know that you can chat to me anytime. So, that's what I was watching yesterday. I was shook. I went on a pure rant this morning to my mum. My mum can't believe it either because my mum likes it too. And my daughters. And I used to send them clips of her stand-up comedy. And I thought she was absolutely amazing. And it was like a veil of lies. A veil of lies. That's what it was like. I'm done in the day thinking about it. But you need to watch the videos that I told you about, the Mariah Carey one, the young boy with the guitar, and the poor lady that was set up. That's true. I love it. See my Mr. Making Poppy. See, when I'm coming home from the shops, I was at Farm Foods this morning, funny enough, and when I'm coming home from the shops, I'm happy because I know as soon as I come in the door, I'll say to them, right, we call their chewies, right? That's what they know that their chews as is chewies. And when I come in, I say to them, Mummy's been hunting and found some wild chewies for yous. I've been hunting and got some wild chewies, and I put a chewie in their mouth and they love it. Hello, sweet Delor. Good morning to you. They are their babies. They're definitely your babies. I swear I don't know what I would do without them. I don't know what I would do without them. But it's really sad to see when they pass away. It's so sad, and you feel the pain and everything like that. But time, time heals, they say, and in time you'll be able to look back at all the good memories. And don't forget that little animal could have went to a bad home. Instead, it went to a home that loved it, cherished it, spoiled it, rotten, all the rest of it. So cling on to that thought. Yeah, oh, open-minded. Well, you know you can get me anytime. Yeah, it's sad. So what else happened? Let me talk. See, what's been happening? It's been all kicking off. What am I doing? I'm ironing. I'm doing some ironing. Maybe I should have that down. I'm not wanting to fidget with the camera in case I knock it off. I'm trying. I've not got much ironing done really because I've been too busy talking. So, dressing table gate. That's what we're going to call this. Dressing table gate, right? Yes, walking. It's just you look forward to coming home in their wee faces and all the rest of it, don't you? Yeah, dressing table gate. So the ongoing dispute on PayPal. I can get down off the washing. The ongoing dispute. The last I spoke to PayPal, they said that Royal Mail had delivered this dressing table to me, and I said to them about I might need to have legal representation. Right, well, I wasn't going. I was just saying that, and that I was going to contact Royal Mail, and they said, okay, you contact Royal Mail, and we'll hear from you again. Right, so they did hear from me again because Royal Mail sent me a message yesterday saying we do not deliver dressing tables. I think you're open-minded. So they did. So I've took a screenshot of it and sent it to PayPal saying, look, no dressing tables were ever delivered by Royal Mail. So I'm waiting on them. And as I say, it's not the money. It was $36, which is what, £27 or something like that. You know what I mean? It's not the point. It's the point of them doing it. It's the point of the whole con thing. I want my money back for the pics. Terrible. Don't trust adverts on YouTube, is all I can say. Thank you very much for saying that you like my stream, and thank you very much for saying you love my videos. That's very, very kind. I done the whole picking thing this morning. The people call it Reiki or something. I've never heard of that either. Walking on notice. Thank you so much for coming in. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I won't be an Ellen. I can assure you of that. I will not be an Ellen. Open-minded? No, but I'll tell you what happened. It's so cute. Last night before I went to my bed, I got a wee plate and I put lots of cheese on it, and I put ham on it, and I put water on it because the wee thing must be thirsty, and I put it on my chair. And when I got up this morning, the cheese was gone. So it's ate the cheese and it drank all the water as well. So today I'm waiting on the humane traps coming, and tonight I'll set up the cheese inside this little trap, and hopefully we catch COVID and we can take a picture, and then my son's going to take it over the road and let it free, because I don't want it back in the house. Although I like it and it's a nice wee thing, I don't want it in the house. And then tomorrow I'm going to move all the couches and stuff and hoover and disinfect the carpet because it's been peeing obviously. And I can't be sitting there knowing there's mouse pee at my back. No, she didn't eat it. But do you know what Poppy does? And I don't know if I've told you about the fat ball incident, right? But Poppy likes to hide treats and stuff like that. Lisa, yes. So I'm waiting on the Warm Home discount. I'm waiting on them getting in contact with me, and it's on their website that the guy said I'm getting the Warm Home discount. Blah blah blah. So I'm still waiting on them as well. It's all kicking off. What was the name? I can't remember. Was I talking about COVID the mouse? I don't know. But anyway, I'm glad that he's got a wee full belly in there. I've got my door shut because I don't want the dogs in there without me being in there, just in case. I would hate to go in and there be a dead mouse. That'd be devastating. Yay, little COVID. It's going to be cute. It's going to be the cutest little thing. See, I used to have hamsters, so it doesn't bother me, but mouse poo down the back of my couch does bother me. So that'll all need to get taken care of tomorrow. Thank you, open-minded. I done my video this morning, my plucking and throwing away bad energy and stuff like that. I done that this morning. But listen, oh, I was laughing my head off about yesterday's live stream. And when I had been on and you couldn't hear the sound, and you could hear a man in the background, right? You could hear this man in the background. I couldn't hear that when I was doing my live stream, okay? So, see, when I came off, I thought, what's this about a man's voice, right? So I needed to hear it. So when I put it on, and the very first thing is the guy going, for F's sake. And he starts talking, and it's Becky or something. He's going, Becky, where's the, with the mileage on the car, Becky, do you know what it was? My Bluetooth and my phone is linked up to my car. And I've no idea why, but he's been on the phone and I've picked it up, and my phone, it's just as well he wasn't saying anything bad about that woman's a disaster in there. You know, or look at the state of your car. It's just as well. But that's who that was. That was the guy for the garage. Taking the car away. Swearing and stuff. But we'll never know if Becky get the numbers or whatever her name was. But I was laughing and laughing. And I could have took the video down or cropped it. And I thought, do you know what? We need to keep that up. That's got to stay there forever. The guy doesn't know he's all over YouTube now. So, I mean, I'm not really getting much ironing done here. I'm trying to do the ironing, but see, I end up talking and that's it. I end up talking. But just shows you how your phones and things like that are all listening to you. They're all listening to you. And you think that they're not. That guy could have been saying anything. That guy could have been on the phone to his wife saying stuff, and it'd have been blasted all over YouTube. And it's not my fault. Open mind, you need to did you hear it? You did hear it, didn't you? He's going, for F's sake, but saying the F word. For F's sake, he's saying in the car. Obviously, he couldn't get in contact with the garage. And you hear him saying, I've got the miles for the car. I've got the because they take the miles and all that when they're doing the MOT. I've got the miles for the car. I'm just glad he wasn't saying something bad about me. See, if he was, I would have had to have confronted him when he brought the car back yesterday. I'd have had to have said, by the way, I heard everything that you said. I wouldn't have, because it made him uncomfy and made me uncomfy. I know, he could have been saying anything and we would have all heard it, but I couldn't hear it when I done it. Do you know, see when I went in this morning and we COVID had all the cheese, I felt happy. I got a lovely happy feeling. Even though he's pissing down the back of my couch and stuff like that and pooing, I still... And these wee traps are good, and you can keep them. You can keep them for further use. And it was 2 for £10, so that was all right. And I got peanut butter today, so I think I'll put cheese in one and peanut butter in another, and we'll capture them and let them free. Ricky, but it's true. Alexa listens to everything. She does. And see, if MD's like, I'm watching someone live and they're talking to their Alexa, they trigger my Alexa. They trigger her. And a lot of times Alexa doesn't understand my accent, and that's annoying. I'm like, Alexa, play Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Sorry. I'm like, Alexa, do as you're told. Alexa, I'm going to put you out. Time out for you, Alexa, plug out. But it just shows you that guy was on the phone to the garage. I've no idea how this works, right? I know that my phone's connected to my car, so I can play my music in my car from my phone. And he was on the phone to the garage, and we picked up everything, but I couldn't hear it. You could all hear it first, and it's all recorded. How weird is that? Because see, when you were going, who's the man? I was thinking, what are you talking about? What man? Is there a man here? I missed that. You know, I think I would have known there was a man. But it was the guy in the car. See, what he does is before he takes the car away, he walks around the car and he checks that the tyres and everything are okay before he sets off. See, when I got the car back yesterday, the steering wheel and the gear stick was covered in cling film, or do you think in America they call it saran wrap? Mickey, get off the blooming washing. It was all covered in cling film and the gear stick. It's like it's a surreal world that we're living in. I have called. Listen, I'll be honest here. I've called her a cow, Alexa. I have. There's been times that I've been trying to get a certain song on, and she's going, sorry. I don't know that one. Sorry. And I end up going, Alexa, you're a cow. I swear, it's usually when I've had a bit of flavouring though. It's usually when that's been flowing. And I go, oh, shut up. Oh dear. Pip, yes. I don't know if I want to know what I'm saying in my sleep. It's probably dirty. dirty talk there. Can you remember the books that you used to get years ago called Mills and Boons? I'll tell you, they were romance novels, but really all it was dirty books for ladies that we could get away with reading. You know, it wasn't like the magazines the men got. We had Mills and Boons as I was growing up. Couldn't tell you what any of the book was about, but I could tell you the love scenes in it, because that's all you were looking for. As soon as you got to a bad word, you thought, here it is, jackpot. Ding, 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 ding. This is the bit I'm reading. Mills and Boons. Oh, they were great. Ricky, I'm the same way with Alexa. Yes, open-minded. Yes, and you can program. You can go on your phone, and you can write a sentence for Alexa to say. And there was one day Amanda was in. Was it Christmas time? It must have been around about Christmas time, because Amanda, Sophie, and my ex-husband were in, and we were all having some flavourings. And they found out that they could type stuff in the phone, and Alexa could say it for you, like naughty stuff. And it was like back at school. I say things to her and she'll say, I'd rather not answer that. And I'm going, Alexa, don't be a square, come on. No, I'd rather not say that. Come on, it's this house, you can say what you like, come on. But the Scottish accent in Alexa is quite funny. Sometimes I've got to put on a really posh voice. Try and talk like that to her. She's no idea. And the more flavouring that goes, the faster we talk. It's just a thing. And she's no idea. Alexa's like, where am I? What kind of place is this I'm staying in? That's usually when I call her a bad name. I'm like, she hates Scottish people, Alexa. It's because I'm Scottish, isn't it? Get out of my house, that's it. Oh, so. I know. Oh. But it just shows you we've got all these things in our homes. That man had no idea. Here, I wonder if that man could hear my live stream. What was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about the mouse. I was talking about the mouse. Just as well I wasn't like talking other stuff. Maybe he could hear us. Maybe he was listening to us. Maybe that's why he was saying, oh, for F's sake. That was so weird. I was laughing my head off after it, and Amanda, when Amanda finished work, I was telling her, and she went and listened to it, and she was laughing her head off. I thought, this is YouTube gold. There's no way I'm clipping that or taking that away. That's there. What would we call Scottish Alexa? What would they call a Scottish Alexa? Haggis. Haggis. That's what we'd call her. Haggis, play the Smiths. Haggis played the Rolling Stones. Haggis, what's the weather like today? I don't know why I ask her what's the weather like today when I can look out my window and see it's pissing down. Yeah, Haggis McDonald or Haggis Angus. That's what we should call it. So it's been eventful. It's been an eventful couple of days, and I've been trying to tidy up. But as I say, I don't even want to go in my living room. It's so terrible, and I know tomorrow it's going to be even worse because I need to pull everything out. But do you know something? It's going to give the place a deep clean for Christmas, dare I say. I said it. I said the Christmas word. I did. I've been feeling it. I want to get the Halloween stuff down first though, and decorate. And I keep thinking, it's my house. If I want to have skeletons hanging from my ceiling in August, I'll have it. Hi, sweet Heather. Oh, there's lovely Heather. Heather in awesome Las Vegas. Ooh. Oh, one day I would love to go there. Do you know, that's been one of my dreams, would be to sit at one of the slot machines just with a... See, people have got these cups and they've got quarters in them. Here, I would sit there all day at the wee slot. I would absolutely love it. With a pina colada or two. Pip, I think we all want our Christmas stuff up early this year because of it. Ricky, I can understand that, why people don't understand us, because I get it all the time on my videos. What is this lady saying? Relax. I'm saying relax. What is this lady? At least they call me a lady. I mean, that's something, you know. I've been called a lot worse, actually. I was called Shrek. Somebody called me Shrek. I got called Shrek. I've got the voice of Shrek, I suppose, because he does a Scottish accent. Oh, Heather, I would love that. You and your beautiful wife. Ah. See, there's beautiful Scottish murmurs. Now, her accent is velvet, is all I can say about my beautiful Scottish murmurs. Her accent is velvet to your ears. I'm more rough. As I say, it's like Tina Turner song, right? Me and Scottish murmurs were like Tina Turner, the song Proud Mary. She's nice and easy, and I'm the rough. That's it. We could be, me and Scottish murmurs could do a video like that. Good morning, lovely Gabby. Yeah, so, but I can't do accents. She can do every accent under. Poppy, get away from there. She's sniffing around the bins. I'm sure there must be mice. Cool, Ricky. That's cool. Pip, have a wonderful, wonderful day, and thank you for coming in and seeing me today. Oh. I'm doing my house coat. I like my house coats to smell nice. So my video this morning as well, I've put a wee link to Miss Vintage Tingles channel, because it was her video that I basically, well, copied, I suppose, but put my own kind of spin on it. But it's her video that she done the other day that I absolutely loved. The plucking of the bad energy and then making up good energy to give to you. So I've put a link to her channel. It's only fair. I mean, I wouldn't be doing her video and not putting a link to her channel. Hi, sweet Gabby. Did I say hello to you? Yes, I did. The two of them are open-minded. Do you know why? They're not happy. Because I've got my living room door shut. And normally they go in there and lie on their beds. But I can't take the chance of them in the living room without me when the mouse is in there. I don't want to have a dead mouse. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you about the fat ball incident. Right, this is what I don't want happening with the mouse. There was one time that I had put fat balls out for the birds. So anyway, I goes to my bed and Poppy, she likes to, we call it plank, right? She likes to plank like food and stuff. She'll go behind a cushion and she'll nose a little treat behind the cushion, and then she picks up something and she puts it over the top like that. That's what she does, right? So there was one night I was lying in my bed and she comes and she's behind me and I can feel her grabbing the covers and planking and grabbing the covers and planking. I'm thinking, oh, that's so cute. That's really, really cute, right? So I goes like that to pull my covers and my hand fell in goo, is all I can see it was, right? Goo. And when I looked, it was a fat ball. It was a fat ball that she'd been chewing on and obviously hated. And it was like gooey and wet and fatty. And I had just changed my bed as well. That was the kicker. I'd just changed the bed. And it was all over my bed, this fat ball. So, I mean, I don't want to be lying in my bed and feel all that and it be a mouse. That would be worse. Because that's what she does. Yeah, I know. That's what she is. But I still love her. But she's got her own wee character. She really has. But it's really cute. See when she does have like a treat and she puts it behind a cushion and she noses it like this and she picks up things and puts it on. It's as cute as anything. So I thought it was cute, but it was a fat ball that was been smudged. Here, I'm glad I found it. Can you imagine in the middle of the night? Sometimes I grab the cover and put it in my face like that. Can you imagine doing that? And oh, the seeds and fat ball. Oh, Ricky, thank you so much. Yes. I am spraying, this one is black cherry and nutmeg. The one that just fell was cinnamon. See, I'm getting the fall feeling, autumny feeling. And this one's jasmine, which is lovely. Yeah, the wee chihuahuas do that too. There's going to be a barking battle out there. Oh, it's the door. Hold on, guys. Hold on, I'll need to... Oh, I've got wet feet. Wet feet. Oh. Poor delivery driver. Harassed at the gate. Oh, I've got wet feet. I was out there in my slippers in the rain. Right. I think this is the traps. Right. Let's see this. It must be the traps. COVID's new house it is. It's COVID's little house. I'll show you it. Oh my goodness. Make you watch. COVID's new house. Let's see one. Let's see. It's like, I wonder if I should put one in the living room just now. Well, they're quite low. This is then, look, it's got a wee house on it, it's got windows and everything. Right, so let's see how we do this. Ah, there, that's easy. You just press that, it holds onto there, and then when the mouse stands on this, the door will close. That's the way it works. Just the one, Gabby, it's just the one, and it was Poppy that brought it into the house. So she did, but I've got 2 traps, so all you do is you press that and, oh, and then when the mouse stands on that, that'll shut. I wonder if I should go and put it in just now. Wait a minute. Oh, I better not. It'll be sleeping now. It'll be sleeping. Right, but I'll take pictures. We'll have COVID in his new house. Look. I'll put water in it as well. There's the little food dish. Isn't that cute though? It's got little windows on it. Yeah, that's for COVID. That's his name. I got peanut butter, Gabby. I got peanut butter. Yes, we called it COVID. Because it sneaked up on me, so it did, like COVID. It sneaked up and got me, this little mousey. So there you are. There's no way I would kill it or anything like that, no chance. What's this? I don't know what that is. Who knows? Right, that can go away. Right, back to that. My feet are soaking. I've got bare feet now. I was out there in my slippers in the rain. It's all kicking off. It's all there. It's been all go since 4 o'clock this morning, actually. Well, sometimes Russian flavouring sneaks up on me. Sometimes. I'm going to have cheese and I'm going to have peanut butter. And then that's great to have, isn't it, in your house? And they're quite fancy, aren't they? Quite fancy little things. And it's only a tiny, tiny wee thing, so. And it's got breathe holes and all that, so it'll be all right. It'll be nice in there, and then my son can let it go. Mrs. Doubtwater would need to phone, and the gentleman to come and collect the mouse. She would need to have people here to do it. She'd be phoning the butcher to save her. That's what she'd be doing. But it's only a wee mouse. I don't mind mice. As I say, I don't want to share my bed with it though. And I'm not keen on it pooing and peeing behind my couch, but what can you do? If anybody's had a hamster, they know that, see, rodents pee is very pungent, so as it's very ammonia-y, it smells very, very strong, so I don't want that lurking at the back of my couch. And I'll change all the covers on the couch as well. But I'm not doing it till tomorrow, because so I'll just need to sit in a mess. I'll just need to sit in a mess. That's what I need to do. But it was funny, honest to God, I was laughing my head off even yesterday thinking about me lying in my bed. It's really strong, isn't it, Gabby? Lying in my bed and all I can hear is my son thrashing the living room. Like bang, 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 thump, thump, paper sounds, glass sounds, smacking, smacking, smacking sounds and all that coming through the living room. And when I went in and he's standing in just his dressing gown, shoes and a bug zapper. I went in with a bowl. I went in with a bowl and a torch. It was late, I didn't know what I was doing. I've got some antibacterial, what have I got here? I got some stuff today. I've got Zoflora, which I love, but I got this today as well. Oh, Antibacterial ultra fast, kills 99.9% of bacteria. I got that today. So I'm going to be squishing. I'm going to squish all of this as well. I wonder what it smells like. Oh, it's quite nice. It's like a lemony floral scent, so it's going to be good. So that's getting sprayed all over the place now. I'll clean my skirting board, but it's going to be good to get it all clean, and then when I get my Halloween decorations up and my Christmas stuff, but I'll be happy. But I need to watch my back. This is the thing. I need to watch. I can't do too much. I try and push myself and I end up dying. So I'll need to behave myself. See, I've not even got peppermint oil. I have got lavender oil and all of that. But that smells nice, this, and it's, as I say, it kills bacteria. So we'll get stuck into it with this. I've not seen any mouse poo at all. That's how I think it's doing it behind my couch. So I'll need to take the covers off the couch. I'll need to wipe the back of the couch down and all of that. I'll need to do all of that. Or I wouldn't be able to sit. I wouldn't be able to sit. Just now when I'm in the living room, I know that the mouse is behind me. It's a weird feeling. But tonight is going to be in a nice wee house. I'm going to get him. It's Paul Poppy's fault. Yes, I'm going to have a good look, Gabby. Thank you, Rosanna. Thank you very much. Yes, I'll check everywhere, but it's just the one mouse. It's just the one mouse we've got, and it's in the living room. And it was Poppy. And I know when she brought it in, it was the day that I had my moon boot on out there. And there was the two of them were scurrying about. And the first thing I thought was, Poppy's got a bird. Because it was just that kind of excitement that was going on outside. I thought, she's got a bird. And when I looked out, there was no bird, but I think it must have been hiding in my moon boot. The little thing. Just as well I didn't put the moon boot on. That would have been bad. That would have been traumatic for me. If I put that moon boot on and been walking about in it all day. Oh my God. I know that my mum and dad have got like a shed, and I think it was rats that was going into the shed. They had to get the man out to lay traps and stuff like that. And it was poison they put down. See when you call someone out, it's poison that they put down for rats. Gabby. Ricky, you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for coming in and spending time with me. See, I would be, see if even if it came onto the couch and it was crawling over at me, I'd be alright. I'm alright with mice. I'm alright with spiders and other things. I don't like wasps, right? They get zapped, plain and simply zapped. And I don't like earwigs because they've got pincers on the end of them, and they nip you. As I said, my mum had one. Mikey, get off that stuff. My mum had one on her toe. Mikey is determined to lie about on top of my clean washing. Here's up to. I see, I'm suspicious. I'm suspicious of them. There's a little mark there now, William. Yeah, it's better. Oh, Lindsay, thank you so much for the super chat. That's very, very kind. Everyone put a little hashtag in Lindsay. Thank you so much. That's very much appreciated. What is my mother language? Scottish. Scottish. Although people would say English, but we talk differently. We talk differently. here. Do you know, we should have learnt Gaelic though. That's the, see in our schools, we should have learnt Gaelic. I'd have loved to have learnt Gaelic, Scottish Gaelic, but we never got taught it. In fact, we didn't get taught any Scottish history. There you go. True. We never get taught anything about Scotland. Which is terrible. I mean, why did they do that? I don't know, but we didn't. Oh, I've pulled a boob muscle. See, I've not got any boobs, but I've still got the muscle there, and I've just pulled it. Glasgow's lovely. It's just like any other city, really. It's just bustling is the word for it. It's, well, maybe not now because of the COVID thing, but it's always like busy with cars and trucks and delivery vans and people out shopping and stuff like that. It's very, very busy, but it's lovely at night. I love it at night with all the lights and stuff like that. I always remember, see, that's why I think I love lights. You've seen how many lights I've got in my house. Please excuse me for holding this just now because it's the boob muscle. I've no boob, but the muscle sometimes goes into a cramp. When I used to go into hospital when I was a wee girl, it was a hospital called York Hill, right? And that's in Glasgow. And maybe I'd been in hospital for 2 or 3 weeks or something like that, right? And when you're in a sterile environment like that, like a hospital, you don't smell smells, you don't feel the rain or the breeze on your face or anything like that. And I always remember when I get released for the hospital, it would usually be like at night time, so it would be dark. And see, when I was driving through Glasgow to go home, well, my mum and dad were driving through Glasgow to go home, I always remember I loved the lights. I loved how it was like, oh, purple lights and blue lights and flashing lights and all the rest of it. So I got a warm fuzzy feeling because I was going home. So now I think all these lights that I've got, maybe it's a psychological thing that I feel safe and I feel as if I'm going home while having all these lights. It's just, I don't know if it's true, but that's just a theory that I've got, that I like lights. I mean, I know a lot of people like lights, but thank you very much, Rosanna. There'll be another one on Saturday using the colours I've got today. The blue look I'm going to put on you. I'm going to put an icy blue and silver look on you. That's what I'm going to do. And I think I'm going to do a halo eye on you. See, I've been watching makeup videos. I'm basically an expert now, you know. I've watched a few videos on YouTube, so I know everything. Oh, ow, ow. Oh, see. Oh, sometimes this happens. It's weird. You know how when you've got boobs and you can do that with your arm and the boob goes with the muscle and you can feel the muscle. I've still got the muscles right in there, although there's no boob. And sometimes, I don't know why, it just, maybe doing too much. It just twangs. It does it outside and I grab it and I shout, ow, my boob muscle. You know, people look at me. I'm at that age I don't care anymore. I'm at that age. I don't care. In fact, I went up to my brother's the other day with my pyjamas on. That's what I done. Oh, I'm good. It's just, honestly, it's probably with lifting things. See, I'm not meant to be lifting heavy stuff, and I can't really, because I end up killing myself doing it. If it's not the boob muscle, it's the back of the leg. I mean, each day is different. It's a different ache, different day. I wake up and think, what's it going to be today? Maybe all three. Maybe they'll mix it up. I don't know. Oh, I don't know if you saw, and I know a lot of people don't like her, right? And she gets a lot of abuse online. Amberlynn Reid. My heart broke yesterday watching Amberlynn Reid. My heart broke. I know that what people say about her and stuff like that, right? But she has just went through. Oh, ow. No, my son's with me, Rosanna. she's just went through a full hysterectomy, the girl. Psychologically and everything, that must mess with your head. And she's got so much hate online with people saying that she's faking it, it's fake cancer, blah blah blah. She never got the operation. And she done a video yesterday that she was absolutely breaking her heart. I mean, she was really, really breaking her heart. I was nearly crying watching her. I was nearly crying. So I left a comment saying, don't read your comments. See, that's where I go wrong. See, if I read the comments on YouTube, I end up not wanting to do YouTube anymore because some of the comments are so mean. You know, they take their time to think up something that's really going to hurt you. So I try not to. Sometimes the odd comment catches my eye. But I think that's what she should do instead of reading all these comments, because it's all people that love to hate. And I felt so... Mikey, get off the bloody washing. Oh, what's he like? She's got a doctor, Rosanna. She's got a doctor. Good morning, lovely Camille. I wrote that she shouldn't need to explain herself to anyone. She shouldn't need to explain herself to anyone. And I know she's meant to be a weight loss channel, right? But all she's done is gain weight. We know that. And we know that she says she's eating healthy and you can see snacks in the background and all this kind of stuff, right? But there's limits. If somebody goes through that kind of operation, I mean, you know, cut her some slack, for God's sake. You know, maybe not talk rubbish about her. Especially that. Especially the cancer thing. I mean, she's got to know that she could never have a child and all this. That's psychological for you. Thank you, Lindsay. Well, I get them. I do get them. Yes, open-minded. It'll ease off. It's just the kind of inner spasms, the only way to say it. Gabby, see if anybody ever questioned me about my cancer or anything like that. I would wake up my top like that and they would all be eating their words. You know, that's just me though. But Amber Lynn, I've told her, I said to her, don't read the blooming comments. But some people have got to read the comments. I'm quite happy not reading the comments, but some people need to know what folk are saying. Somebody said that I should have died. Now, there you go. For making ASMR videos, I should have died with the cancer. Somebody said to me. And there I'm trying to relax. Folk, see, there's a few that stuck in my mind. That's one. And they had the emoji, you know how that picture, the Scream picture? It's like a famous painting and it's the Scream. That was I'll never forget it, you see. That's in my mind. That's what they said to me. And all I'm doing is trying to relax people and de-stress them. Minx Laura as well, she gets a lot of hate. And Minx Laura she's Jewish. And people, anti-Semitic, is that what they're called? People come on and say the most disgusting things. And all you're trying to do is make people relax and maybe get to sleep, de-stress some people. But Joey the Otter gets hate, right? If Joey the Otter can get hate, we've no chance. That's why I can't read them all. There's lovely Rebecca, creative colouring with positive ASMR. Rebecca is such a lovely young lady. And she does diamond painting and stuff like that. Please, see, you need to know, that's disgusting. See, that is, I mean, I've no words for that. That's just disgusting. Yes, Gabby, poor Laura gets it. It's a shame. Rebecca, you've been up since 3. My goodness, you must be tired. Try and get a little nap during the day. Try and chill out and just relax. I hope Mama Bear's doing good. I do think of you often, so I do. Again, Rebecca and her mum get hate as well. You can't win. You can't win. It's because people can get on here and hide behind pictures and say stuff to you that they would never say in real life. They would never come up and say things like that in real life to you, but they get away with it, you know, because it's anonymous. Good morning, lovely Mandy. I hope you're doing good. So that's why I can't. Mikey, no, he's wanting to jump up in the washing again. That's how I can't. And it's not because I don't appreciate everyone. I love yous all. But for my own mental health, I can't read all the comments. And I know the majority of them are beautiful, beautiful comments, right? And it just takes that one bad comment to linger in your head. And see if you've got depression and stuff like that. It really, really messes with you. And honest, see, after that comment I was going to shut the channel down. I swear, I was going to shut the channel down. I thought it's not worth it. I'm not on here to make money and all that kind of stuff. I mean, although I've got my super chat, that's, you know, if people want to buy me a coffee or something, that's lovely. But I came on here after I had the cancer battle because ASMR helped me during chemotherapy. Because when I was going through chemotherapy, they give you a massive dose of steroids, right? Not like the steroids you get with a chest infection. This stuff is like speed or something, right? That's the way it feels. And you can't sleep for 3 or 4 days solid when you're taking these tablets. You've got to take them because it's to stop your body rejecting or taking a reaction rather to the chemotherapy. So you've got to take these tablets. So I felt as for 3 days solid, I felt as if I was going to take a heart attack, right? Your heart's beating out, your heart's in your throat is beating out you so hard, right? And I'm on my computer, I've got my phone, I've got the telly on, I'm doing a crossword, I've got cross stitching, I'm doing all this, I'm frantic. Frantic's the only word for it. You're like looking for something to do. I was making soup at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was making cakes at 2 o'clock in the morning. Thank you, Camille, for coming in. And I had no hair, right? I'd lost all my hair. And I had stumbled, I think Minx Laura was the first. I'd stumbled across one of her videos and it was a hairbrushing video. And I missed brushing my hair so much. And I put the headphones on and I was still really hyper. And I closed my eyes and I could hear her doing the brushing, the hairbrushing. And then the next thing I woke up. And I thought, what is this magic? I swear, I thought, this is magic. What is this? And I had no idea it was a thing. And I remember saying to Sophie, here, I said, last night I got a good sleep. I said to him, I was listening to this thing. I says, you're going to think I'm crazy. I says, but it was a video with someone brushing hair. And she went, ASMR. I said, She says, Mum, that's a thing that's been about. I had no idea. So I remember thinking, if I get out of this cancer battle, Mikey, get off the washing. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and do that. And it's rewarding because I help people. Oh, Gabby, yes, well, I mean, sometimes you don't want to ask for help. I didn't really want to ask for help, but my daughters would know, would you need mum, blah, 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 because I wouldn't really ask for help. But my son, the second lot of chemo, now my son, what age was he? That was like 7 years, so it's 18. My son was 12 at the time. Mikey, get away from the washing. He's determined to prance about on top of the washing. My son was 12 at the time. Oh my goodness, Rebecca, that's horrendous. I'd never heard that. My son was 12 at the time, and it was only him that was in the house with me because I was already divorced. I think I was divorced about a year or two or something. And the first lot of chemo is the hair killer that kills your hair within a week, right? Your hair's dead. The second lot of chemo is the bone killer. Oh my God. I'll tell you, I felt bones that I never knew that I had. I could feel every bone in my body, and every bone in my body was like crushing, was the feeling. And I could hardly get to the toilet. And my son at 12-year-old would help me to the toilet and help me with my knickers and all that kind of stuff, right? horrible that a 12-year-old would have to do that kind of thing for his mum. I felt like shite. I felt as if I was the most horrible person on earth, having to ask for help. But I couldn't do it myself. But see, now he was happy to do that for me. He had a wee book called Mum's Temperature Book and used to make sure my temperature didn't go over 38. Yes, open-minded, he truly was an absolute angel. And I felt, you can imagine how you feel when you've got to get someone to help you on with your knickers and stuff like that, because it was a terrible time. But I tell you though, it opened my eyes to so much. And this is what I keep telling you, there's so much beauty in the world that people don't even look at. You don't even look or smell or feel the wind. These kind of things are the things that I absolutely love. Sitting outside, for instance, I love that. That's like, I would pay to do that. I love that. I'm going to cry because I'm getting emotional now thinking about it all. See, that's the thing. The police doing that kind of stuff, they've got to be charged. They've got to be charged for doing that. It's ridiculous. See, here we don't have guns or anything like that, but you do see like people going into the jail without a mark on them, and then when they go to court, they've got their eyes hanging out, and they're all beat up with the police. Because there is, some police are wonderful and great, but you do get the police that aren't. Yes, Gabby, you're an angel, Gabby. Yes, you do get embarrassed. And even to like wash my hair. See, even now, lifting my arms up, this is the way I'm going to explain it to you. Imagine having an elastic band from here to here, right? From here, and lifting your arm up. That's the way my arm feels every time, because I've took bits out there. I mean, my scar goes right round to there, because to take lymph nodes out my arms, it was a whole disaster. So it was. But that's the reason that I done my channel. And see now, with people liking the channel and me helping people, it's so rewarding. It's so, you've no idea how good I feel about it. I feel wonderful about it. And I don't want trolls ruining it. So that's why I cannot read all the comments. And it's not that I don't appreciate everyone. I hope everyone understands where I'm coming from. Yeah, shot in the back. I mean, that's... It's not meant to shoot in self-defence, I think. Mikey! But he's annoying me. Yes, we've got every kind of nationality living in Scotland, Rebecca, and we love that. That's the thing. Scotland's very diverse, is the word. We've got loads of people from all different races, and we all get on really good. I mean, I'm not going to say there's no racism, but I think in Glasgow in particular, we're a city that loves people. We love people all around the world and talking to them and things like that. So yes, but I don't suppose we've got as many people of colour in Scotland than what yous have over in America. But we love everybody. I mean, but you do get the ones that are just nasty, and that's just, listen, you get some people that are evil in the world. I'm starting to think Ellen's one of them, if he's watched this for the beginning. Thank you, sweet Emmy, you helped me too. Yes, Whispers Latina, her name was. Yes, Joni, she's also a beautiful lady. See, I've met so many gorgeous people. I've met so many, all of yous. Lindsay, as long as you bring an umbrella, because it's raining, it rains all the time. But apart from that, but I think we're quite good, as in like for instance, right, see the place my brother's at? My brother is in the Isle of Bute just now. That's one of my most favourite places in Scotland. It's a beautiful little island. I mean, you can drive round the whole island in like 20 minutes or something like that. And you've got, well, it's an island, so you've got to get the ferry there and back from Glasgow. So, my favourite male artist. Ooh. I don't know. I'm liking ASMR saloon massage just now. He's an Indian man, and they do head massages unlike yours. I mean, they really smack the head and stuff like that, and I'm right into that just now. Yeah, so the Isle of Bute is a beautiful, scenic, gorgeous island, and a load of refugees were going there, and I think there was like 30 refugees or something like that were going there. See, when they got there, the people of Rossi had big banners and things like that saying welcome home and things like that to them. So they did, you know, welcome them into the island. Is haggis banned in the USA? My goodness, Rebecca. I never knew that. There you go. I never knew that. Yeah. See, I quite like haggis, but I don't like it when it's in the sheep's stomach. You can buy it and it's just in a bag, like a plastic bag. But you can also get vegetarian haggis now. You can get that. But if you see the real haggis that's in the sheep's stomach, see when you boil it, it stinks. It's like, no thank you. I'm not into that, no. But here, seen at a fish and chip shop, you can get deep fried haggis and stuff. Oh, see, I've not seen it. There's so many channels, and I like to try and see new people. So I do. Oh my goodness, look at the time. I never realised I was on that long. So I think I'll go now and try and get, I've still got a full tub of ironing to get through. Yes, it does, Rebecca, it sounds disgusting, but it's actually quite nice to taste. As long as it's not in the sheep's stomach. I can't be doing that. But it's actually quite nice, but I only like it like once a year, and that's on Robbie Burns Day. There was a famous poet called Robert Burns, and he stayed in a place called Ayr. Oh, there's a commotion outside. And he stayed in a little bungalow kind of thing, but it had a thatched roof and stuff. People, and see, as a child, you go there for a day out, and where was I getting it? I was getting something about Robbie Burns. Oh, Robbie Burns Night. And on his Robbie Burns Day, we all eat haggis. Haggis and neeps and tatties, right? That's what we call it. So that's basically haggis, and then neeps is turnip, mashed turnip, and tatties is potatoes. So that's what we have on Robbie Burns' haggis, neeps and tatties. And as I say, you can get the vegetarian stuff now. You can get the vegetarian stuff. So listen, that's what I would like you to have a look at the videos I was talking about in the beginning, the Ellen ones, and tell me what you think tomorrow on it. I was pretty shook. So it's opened my eyes to this complete front. That's I feel silly now after watching all of that. But anyway, I'm going to give you all a big kiss because I liked it. Thank you all so much for spending time with me, and I'll be back again tomorrow to see you. Have a wonderful day, and I send you hugs and love. Bye everyone.